Reiinapop has no shame. That's the focus of tonight's show. Now, how would you define Reiinapop's really underachieving online career involving overeating unhealthy food? Well, anyone paying attention would define it as a very low talent career. And right around 100% of the viewers in the fat admiring community aren't allowed to say this. Why? Well, because telling the truth is off limits. You as the viewer are required to shut up and pay while your counterparts, well, they're all over her comment sections, writing out how brave Reina is for purposely gaining weight. And in the community, that is something only proud, superior people can do. Apart from what you're watching on the television, with ads helping real people lose weight to improve their well-being, increase their energy level, lowering their chance of heart failure and artery clogging, the list continues. The community, including Reiinapop, believe that they found love in taking the chance to go through all of that, which will ultimately lead to an exhausting, agonizing life. And for that reason, we wanted to know what the benefits were. And that's a fair question that they'll likely never answer. After a month of research, we learned the only benefits are kept hidden and unspoken of for some reason. And what are they? Well, the ability to give addicted peasants political lectures on really anything they come up with. Now, if we can be real here, it really all boils down to the fact that the viewers are only going along with this crap because they are addicted to pulling on their little dicks. And they look at Reina as a way to fry their dopamine, which temporarily makes them feel good. And a moment after it comes out, they feel like puppy shit. And after a while of being whipped on a leash for their time, energy, and money, Reiinapop finally came out not long ago to the public, informing everyone how she really felt about you, the viewer. Back in June, Reina uploaded this to her story, and we have screenshots that we'll be uploading on Twitter for further verifiable proof. Here it says, "I believe in hold supremacy." Look at that fat admiring community member. That is you on your knees. And we're thinking, these are the people writing hate mail to our show? Wow, tell me you're miserable looking for anyone to take your frustration out on without telling me you're miserable and looking for anyone to take your frustration out on. Hey, maybe I should start acting like Reiinapop. Only, they hate me. So, get on your knees, pathetic boys, and tell me how much you hate me. Are you comprehending how insane this is? And there you have it, Reina is telling you that she looks down on you like this, and you, a community member, are allowing it to happen. What else will you allow? Anyone like this are the same ones who would allow their future married partner to have intercourse with other people, and they'll be there to make the bed and clean up after they're finished in bed. Really gross, but really likely. Knowing that the fat admiring community members are total pushovers, they also didn't have anything to say about this. An even more recent upload from Reiinapop put out on June 30th reveals this. Quote, "I've been grieving over the irreparable damage that we're doing to the earth. How disconnected we as humans have become to our home. Another lecture from someone who doesn't have a job. Well, preparing resources, which is bad for the earth, and a huge proponent in what the out-of-touch community calls damage to the earth. But are they even aware that there are millions of starving children in other countries? Now entitled top feederism video producers, well, you would think they would be talking about that, right? Wait, they are talking about it, right? After all, the entitled community producers tell everyone every day how a certain group of people are underprivileged, which is a bunch of overstated bullshit used in an attempt to make another group of people feel guilty, only it doesn't work anymore. Yet the feederism community is still going on about it. Clearly having life too good for too long, you have to find something to complain about. Life's just too good. And here is what we got so far from Reiinapop. Back in June, she retweeted this. Quote, "If you're white, blah 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 blah." And before that, Reina went on Instagram to give Latin Americans a general framework of their own. Here Reina uploaded, "Harvey Guillén, yeah, he was made to believe he couldn't do well in Hollywood." And it further mentioned that he was a, quote, "fat gay Latino." This is what Reina puts out. White people should this and that, and if you're fat, gay, and Latino, you will be made to believe you can't do well. What an impression. What about judging a group of people on real accomplishments? But here you have Reiinapop, someone who hasn't had a real job in years, going on about political sexuality to her 58,000 follower fanbase. That's a cheap shot, Reina. Not to mention this. Yeah, Reina put this out not that long ago, and we got a copy of it, telling everyone that she doesn't associate with, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's not like that, we just don't allow our husbands, or wives, to get gratification from other people for money. We work hard and actually contribute to society like honorable human beings. My only question for Reina is, if you're overly concerned about racism, why don't you share some of that food with the millions of starving black children from around the world? She's never uploaded anything about a paid donation. Reina doesn't want to talk about that at all, giving up money that was effortlessly earned. Hell, when it comes down to it, how the online feedism community really thinks, well, those black children can starve. And them. Well, they're going to keep eating for 5 while telling you how immoral you are for having a particular skin color. Hell, you already knew they don't care about anyone but themselves. They only care about making enough money off the community to the point where they'll never have to work again. And by the looks of it, Candy Cane, for one, is doing that right now. You think she as a 26-year-old cares at all about the community? Really, she already told everyone she wouldn't be here if you weren't supporting her, which meant through financial contributions.
Honestly, if I didn't have all of you supporting me and subscribing to me, I probably wouldn't still be here.
They don't believe in anything they're doing. What you're watching is temporary, and if the money disappeared tomorrow, every feederism figure would take off. For now, the money is good, and the idea of being a lazy, uncontributing member of society is much easier than being a hardworking role model. Reiinapop has no shame. And for the viewers, well, we can only assume the majority of them don't want to leave their comfort zone. Heck, they'll be the ones forever alone while everyone else leaves in order to improve their lives. They know the never-ending cycle under the community. Get on your knee, get lectured, get minimal satisfaction, feel like crap when it's over, be told you're nothing, and continue the cycle. That's the good life, right? That's the life of a fat admiring community member.